have more information than at any point in the history of our profession. Heck, in the history of the world. More classes, more webinars, more podcasts, more YouTube videos, more coaches, more books, more AI, more opinions. Information isn't scarce. Clear thinking, however, is. Every day, realtors face decisions that don't come with an answer key. Should my seller reduce the price today? Is this buyer really ready? Am I reacting to today's headlines instead of following my long-term plan? What assumptions am I making? What am I missing? These aren't information problems. They're thinking problems. Somewhere along the way, we started confusing collecting information with developing judgment, and they are not the same thing. For a long time, people in the education business have spent a great deal of time teaching agents what to do. But we spent far less time helping them decide how to think when the answer is not obvious. Over the years, I've become convinced that our profession doesn't need more information nearly as much as it needs better thinking. Not what to think, not who to agree with, not what script to memorize, but how to think. Every day, thoughtful professionals face situations where there's no perfect answer, only better questions, better judgment, and therefore better decisions. So over the past several months, I've been exploring a question that's fascinated me for years. How do thoughtful professionals, even just people, consistently make better decisions? Because they're smarter? I don't think so. Because they think differently. That exploration has gradually grown into something I'm calling the thinker's advantage. It's still evolving. I'm still playing with it. I'm teaching pieces of it and kind of refining it. But the more I work on it, the more I'm convinced that this isn't just true in real estate. The people who consistently excel, regardless of their profession, aren't separated by how much they know. They're separated by how they think. And so over the next several months, I'm going to share some of the ideas behind this framework, not as philosophy, but as practical ways to think more clearly when you're pricing a listing, negotiating an inspection, counseling a nervous client, resolving conflict, or deciding what thing is it that deserves my attention today. We'll explore 7 disciplines that I believe lead to better judgment, better conversations, and ultimately better results. I don't expect you to agree with everything I offer. In fact, I hope you don't. My goal is not to tell you what to think. My goal is to encourage all of us, including me, to think a little more carefully before we decide. In a world where everyone has access to information, the advantage no longer belongs to the person who knows the most. It belongs to the person who thinks the best. Stay tuned.